how I wanted. Perfect.
Who's doing how you wanted?
What's going on in here?
You'll be in just as much trouble as me if you say anything. Look at everything you've already done.
Nothing. We're just trying a game.
Okay, well, I think it's time you go back to class, girls.
This is your piece, Mr. Dashel.
Let me just go back to my office and sort out my files one more time. Yes, that's right. A perfectly reasonable thing to be doing right now.
Now you made me like the teacher?
I didn't make you do anything. You chose to do it. And look, you got to the middle. You won your game.
But I'm alone there. It's just me and these things I've done. Popularity, manipulate. Approval, exclude. Reputation, rumor. Loyalty, lie for me. I only did these things because I trusted you. I listened to you. What? What are these? Bravery, responsibility, friendship? Why would you take them out of the game?
Ugh, it's so much easier to win without those. They just make the game harder to play.
How do you even win?
I already did, don't you see?
Ava looked and saw that Jasmine had manipulated her into negatively affecting others. She saw that she'd lost the trust of those who once respected her, and they avoided her to stay out of the drama caused by being around Jasmine. She saw that one rumor could spiral out of control, and realized that the pain it caused others could very easily become her own. But Ava also realized that she had a responsibility for her own choices.
No, it's a game about control, but not control over other people. I read the rules. It's about control over yourself.
Ava discovered other ways to approach her problems and to take responsibility, start communicating better, and rebuilding friendships that she'd ruined by playing Jasmine's game. But there was another person who had decided it was time to stand up to Jasmine.
Jasmine, you've been threatened by Ava ever since she got here. Scared she'll steal your spotlight, your attention, your boys. But what we did wasn't right.
All right, my files have been sorted. Twice now.
No, what are you doing? Take it away.
I could go a third time, yes.
Wait, Mr. Dashel. I've done some things I'm not so proud of. Well, Jasmine has too. And so have I. We all have.
It takes courage to push past your fears and make things right, even if doing so could get you into trouble. But I have a question for you. Is the game on fire?
Okay, so that's gotta be about me. Look, I'm sorry I made you eat that onion sandwich. I didn't mean to control you or anything.
What? No, I didn't eat that disgusting thing. I threw it away.
My sandwich.
The power's back on. Help!
We're still not moving. Help!
while we wait for them to fix the lift or whatever, can I tell my story?
Sure, fine, whatever.
Okay, now, government agents spill top secret science out all over, and everyone steps in it and walks into school with their shoes covered in just gobs of toxic waste.
Two government agents spilled the radioactive toxic stuff right at the front gate. It was everywhere, all over the place. The agents tried to warn everyone about the toxic waste, but they were all on phones or devices or listening to music and way too distracted by all of that. So no one heard anything about the spilled toxic stuff. They didn't hear anything until Mr. Dashiell said, "Okay, guys, today is Japan Day. And in Japan, out of respect, you gotta take off your shoes outside. So everybody, you gotta take off your shoes and leave them in a pile. Just, a big pile by the door, okay?"
What? It's all true. You can look it up. Look at Wikipedia.
Gordy, Japan Day? Toxic waste?
Shh. So, the toxic waste spreads all the shoes. The agents stood outside and watched the big mistake get bigger. And then, at the end of the day, everyone tried to find their shoes again, but they were all distracted because of how good of a Japan Day it was. So the shoes got mixed, matched all up and over the place.
Are those my shoes? I wore flip-flops. Oh, maybe not. Hey, that's my boot.
My shoes did not smell like cheese. These shoes smell like cheese.
What did your shoes smell like?
Chicken nuggets and sour cream.
My shoes were too small for me, but now these shoes are too big for me. My finger's stuck in my heel. So help! Wait, these are my shoes. Whose flip-flop is this? Yours? Boots for you.
There aren't any shoes left.
Oh yeah, I came barefoot. No, Scotty.
There were three kids who hated each other. Kenny always made fun of Elias, and Wendy tried to help, but her brother pretended things were fine. And Kenny wouldn't stop. He would say things like, "You're rubbish at soccer, you can't kick,"
And other nasty things. Sporty words, blah blah, rude boy.
Fine, I won't play then. Just leave me alone.
Kenny, stay away from my brother. How many times do I have to tell you that? Considering I'm the big sister.
Getting your sister to defend you now? Elias, the little brother? You're such a baby!
Get out of here, Wendy. This is my angry face.
He was not very good at making the angry face. It was more like, "I got food stuck in my teeth" face.
I can handle this. Just go on, you both need to leave me alone. Why me, Kenny? And Wendy, why do you care so much? Just let me be. Why don't you let me figure it out myself and be who I want to be and just leave me alone for once? Okay. Hey Lorelai. Hey Kenny, are these your shoes, Wendy?
Kenny had a crush on Lorelai. You'll find out more later because of this love letter he wrote. Anyways, moving on to his shoes now. He found them smaller than usual, but maybe they weren't his own.
Hey Elias, what's up? Hey Elias, see you later. Don't call me that, I'm Kenny. Hey, what's with your going, Elias? I am Kenny. But you look like Elias. Go to a mirror.
Okay, he said, and ran to the bathroom. And when he looked in the mirror, he wasn't quite himself. He was someone else. He was Elias. Like everyone was calling him Elias. Well, this is why.
Your parents called. They said that your stepbrother's going to walk you home today.
What? I always walk home alone.
I don't think so, Kenny. Not after what happened last time.
Mr. Dashiell, I'm Elias, not Kenny. You know me, right?
Okay, Kenny, just wait there and Mickey's going to come pick you up.
But I'm Elias, not Kenny.
Hi. Elias!
Don't talk to me, Kenny.
You didn't even say sorry. For what? What's going on?
You did stuff, bad stuff, before. He did things, bad things, really. Name calling, stealing things. Trust me, this is Kenny, even though he says he's Elias, because Elias isn't Kenny's mind right now.
We get it, Cordy!
Meanwhile, Wendy and her friend were actually pretty excited.
Lorelai?
Wendy, is that you?
You're in my brain.
I'm in your brain, and you're
In my besties!
So what am I thinking right now?
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 That's not how girls talk.
It's my story.
You don't know women.
They're a mystery.
Anyway, as it became clear, they were all in the Upsy Daisy world. Elias, who was Kenny, waited forever for Kenny's stepbrother.
He didn't show up again, huh, Kenny?
Who didn't show up? Your stepbrother. I'm not Kenny.
You look like Kenny.
Oh, shut up. Mind your own business. Why does... Oh, I'm sorry. Why does Kenny have to act like this?
Let's go, Dogface.
Suddenly, Elias had a memory that wasn't his memory. It belonged to Kenny. But with the brain switch, he was able to see it.
Yo, Kenny, whatever happened to that girl you kept blabbing about?
You ever talk to her or did you freeze up?
Well, actually, I did
No, you didn't. You probably still have that note in your bag. Here it is.
Stop!
Hi, Lorelai. I think you're awesome.
Stop. Come on.
You really know how to talk to the ladies. Awesome. I gotta call more girls awesome. It's a heart melter.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, I guess she is awesome.
I think he was joking,
Come on, just
You
keep
mean
reading.
dog
keep reading.
face?
Keep reading. Just keep reading.
Do you like any food or sport? I like soccer and donuts.
Who even puts soccer and donuts in a love letter?
Elias learned from this memory of Kenny's that there might be a reason why Kenny was always so angry.
I don't need to call Kenny. I mean, me. No, I'm Dogface.
What are you talking about, Kenny?
I'm not Kenny, I'm Elias. And I've swapped shoes with Kenny. And I think I know why he's always so upset. Hey, are you filming me? Cut it out.
Look, we have these buckets of toxic waste here, but...
What are you on about?
We need to get Kenny and switch back. Come on.
What is this? I don't know. What is it?
The clumsy agents who dropped everything watched as Mickey's friends switched brains because of the toxic rubbish.
Why do you look like me?
Why do you look like me? You make fun of his little brother because you don't want him to be close. If they're close, then...
Mickey and I were friends for 5 years before Kenny came along. Now I am letting that loser stepkid cut me out. Give me my shoes.
Kenny, is that you in there?
I tried to play soccer today, but everyone made fun of me because I can't aim when I kick. You can't. They made fun of you like how I make fun of you.
When I was in your shoes, I learned that you don't like it when we make fun of Kenny. But you never speak up.
Because you might start thinking I'm weak. You might start picking on me. You only do it because...
I know why.
Mickey has no reason to cut you out just because his family life changed. I don't want to stand by anymore and watch you both hurt Kenny.
Wait! We know! Wait! Thanks to our science,
You guys switch friends to know what it's like to live in each other's lives.
You could have just talked to each other without having to step in the toxic waste.
Right. We don't need to be forced to get to know one another.
Or get dirty shoes. Now, has everyone switched back?
I don't know who I switched with. I'm from a different story. Can we wrap this up? Gordy, my hair dye is fading and this scene is taking forever.
You're stealing people from my story? Chelsea was...
I want to have characters in my head. Characters in my head.
Characters in my head. Okay, fine. Now new characters. Yeah.
You only pick on me about my math because you think you're no way good at math. But
I can't get any better at math by picking on you. I need to ask someone for help instead.
I'll try to choose my words more carefully. And I realize that the way I say things is important. I'll ask questions when I don't understand or when something doesn't seem right before jumping to conclusions. I didn't switch minds because I always go barefoot. I did, however, catch a gross infection on my toenail. Now I have to go to the foot doctor, called the podiatrist.
If you slip and make jokes, I'll remind you about it. I won't get offended because I know why you're doing it. But I won't ignore it or let you keep doing it.
And if I can, I'll let you know if I need any help out of whatever's going on with me.
Everyone seemed to learn a little something about their...
Hey, who's telling this story here?
Sorry. Please continue.
Okay. Right, so, at the next soccer match, Elias has more confidence to stand up for himself since Kenny isn't making him feel bad anymore.
Hey you, Elias. How about I say something mean about your ability to play? And I'll just copy anything she says, because I don't think for myself.
Or you're gonna be a wuss about it. His sister wants to help, but understands. Sometimes he wants to stand up for himself.
But still doesn't mean I can't be his big sister.
And Kenny found out how his words and actions can hurt people, the way he felt hurt. With a newfound confidence and accepting the support of those around him if he needed it, Elias used calm but firm words to stand up to the others. When they saw that he wasn't going to be easily pushed around and that Elias had backup, they left him alone.
Kenny, you got brought into my family a couple of years ago, and it must have been tough. A big change, and I didn't make it any easier. I let my friends think you're an enemy, instead of having you a part of us.
He eventually saw better ways to dealing with his anger, but not so much dealing with his crushes. And those government agents? They were fired and sent back to school to learn how to hold buckets of toxic waste without spilling them until one got trapped in a lift and spilled some more toxic waste and became the lift, so... That's why we're trapped in here and not because of anything else.
It's moving again.
Did you?
How did you?
Unbelievable.
But it wasn't me. It was my elbow.
I hope you've been spending this time thinking about what's been happening. Oh, what's all that?
Buckets of toxic... I don't know.
Well, I hope you've been trying to figure out why you're having so much trouble with other students.
My elbow pushed the button.
I know you feel trapped. We all do sometimes. We can work it out.
No one understands me.
Do you understand yourself?
I wrote about how I want to fix my mistakes, but then I made them even worse.
Seriously? Look what it did.
And this one's about how people try to control me or leave me out. And this one's about how no one really knows what I'm dealing with in life, especially all the things they don't see. Everyone thinks I'm annoying or I'm too much trouble.
Some may choose to understand more by listening, but you can't expect everyone to do that. Those who try, they're the ones you need to focus your energy on. And you also have to focus on understanding yourself.
Writing everything out is a really great way to get to know yourself. I'm going to take a read of all this, and then together we're going to work on ways how we can put it into some real change in your life. I reckon you should get going now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry about that, I'll get it.
Sure?
Yeah.
Come on, it's not too late. We can get home before dark.
Guys, wait.
Here it is. Okay, let's go.
Yes, got it. Okay, let's go. Oh, what's wrong with this? Come on. Guys, wait!